remember working for this big pharmaceutical company in New York, and after a few years, I had been doing really well in my job, in my current position, but I was ready to move up. You know, like when you're ready to level up, right? So I started applying for positions within the company because I really didn't want to leave the company. When I tell you, the perks were good, the perks were good. We had a gym in the company. We had a subsidized cafeteria. We had an in-house restaurant, sit-down restaurant with wait staff and everything. It was amazing. It was amazing. I really did not want to leave the company. But like I said, I was ready to move up. So started applying for positions within the company, and I knew I was qualified. I knew I was qualified. I expected to, honestly, within that first round of interviews to get the job, but I didn't get the job. And I kept applying for more and more and more jobs, like as the months went on, and I was just like, why am I not getting hired in another department? And I realized that I was being pigeonholed. You know, when you're good at something and people don't want you to leave? That's what it was. I was good at what I was doing, and they had zero interest in me moving on to another level. And we can do this to the people in our lives. We can become so reliant on them doing the things that they do when their season within themselves has shifted. And we have to allow people to do this. When that season has shifted and they are ready for more, we don't want to give them more. We don't want to give them something different because of what they do for us in this area. And I want to encourage you. As a matter of fact, I want to warn you. Don't you dare get in the way of someone else's personal development. Potential is a sacred thing. God places a seed of potential inside of every one of us, and it is a dangerous place to be when you stand in the way of someone else's potential. When I look at my husband, when I look at my children, I don't want to limit them. I know what it feels like to be limited. I know what it feels like to be blatantly told, no, this is where we want you. And know within myself, know deep in my spirit, not because it's some random desire, but because it's a knowing. I know within myself that there is more, that there is greater, and yet I'm being held back by this thing, by this power. And I had to make a choice. Am I gonna stay and experience the benefits, the perks that this company offered, or am I gonna move on and discover what else is out there? And I decided to move on. But you know what I did? I moved on with the same mindset. And when I was in my next position, even though the company was different, I hadn't changed. And so on the outside, it seemed like I leveled up, but on the inside, I didn't. I want you to hear that. On the outside, it seemed like I leveled up, but on the inside, I didn't. And we do this all the time as women. We change our boyfriends. We change our clothes. We change our makeup. We change our hair. We change all these things outside of ourselves, when what really needs to change is the woman within. When I talk to women as a coach, a lot of them come to the realization that there are aspects of themselves that they have not explored because they've been so busy and so focused outwardly that they haven't taken the time to look at the woman inside of them and what she desires and what she needs. Listen to your life. Your life is constantly giving you feedback. And even though the Bible says that the heart is deceitful, it is an indicator of where we are, and it is an indicator of what we need. I'd encourage you to listen to your heart, but not follow it. Because I think we can all admit that our hearts have taken us down some crazy roads. I feel like there are some of you who are so disappointed, so ashamed even of some of the decisions that you have made. And I get that, but I'm inviting you to use where you are and evaluate where you are and use that as the information that you need for your future. This is January and we're looking forward to 2024. We're looking ahead and we want things to get better, right? But there is no elevation without evaluation. And there is no elevation without evolution. So if you can get to a point where you're going to be honest enough to evaluate yourself, and then after you've evaluated yourself, you commit to doing what it takes to get better and evolving, that's when the elevation happens. It's fine to desire something new. It's fine to want to move on to something new, but check your motives and check your mindset. I hope this helps. Blessings on your journey. I'll talk to you soon.